Welcome in everybody to Mystic Rick's Crypto Picks. I am your host, Mystic Rick. Thank you for showing up tonight. And please, before we get started, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm. It helps other people be able to catch my content. And please also let your social media followers know on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter about Mystic Rick's Crypto Picks. Now, let's dive into what is going on with this upward debacle in the market. Bitcoin currently coming in at 41.7. I believe it hit a high of 42.4. It is up 4.89% over the 24-hour block. It is up 24% over the week. Ethereum making a run for the money at $2,450. It is up 1.3% over the day and 15% for the week. Binance, even with all the trouble going on with the exchange, is up to $321, currently up 0.43% on the day and 6.3% for the week. Cardano still making a run at $1.31. It is up 7.76% for the week. Now, let's take a look at any other interesting runners right now. Solana is actually up 12.7% for the week, coming in at $32. And see if we have any other large gainers. Luna coming in with a 40% increase for the week at $10.94. Neo made a 46.5% jump, coming in at $43.37. AMP is up to 7 cents, a 41.46% gain. And that pretty much rounds out at least the top 50 for our best gainers. And Link is up 30%. So Link has made a nice recovery at $21.91. So that is pretty awesome for Link. It is a great project. It is an oracle on the Solana ecosystem, for those that did not know that. Market cap currently coming in at $1.62 trillion with a 24-hour volume of 89.7 billion. Bitcoin raising its dominance to 48.3%. It's up about a percent since yesterday. Ethereum coming in at 17.7%. And the GWEI for the ERC20 network right now is coming in at 24. CoinMarketCap is currently tracking 391 exchanges with 11,119 cryptocurrencies. Now, let's dive into some of this action here. And actually, I just got my first sell signal. Let's see, it hasn't populated on a 30-minute yet, but it has popped up on the 15-minute. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put in a short on that. We'll see if we can get that filled. Boom, we got it filled, and we will let that ride for now. Hopefully that sell signal sticks. We'll have to see what happens over the next couple hours. I obviously ignored my buy signal earlier and it flashed it. Man, did it flash it. So that is definitely Mystic Rick's fault. However, let's look at the technicals here. Now, what I did tell you guys is that when we came out of this symmetrical triangle, to expect a breakdown first before a break to the upside. I told you we were looking to retest this upward line of macro movement, and that is exactly what happened. I mean, if you guys look down here and we can zoom in, I mean that's exactly what we did. Okay, we kissed it here, and then we rode it, and then it just took off to the moon. Of course, again, um, this was something that people wouldn't have had a chance to really see because this is a lot of whale action. I mean, within a matter of minutes, okay, it just took off. Okay, so it's not much people could do about that there. And I mean, so literally from 1:30 until 5 o'clock, all that action happened, and then it just kept going after that. And we would turn around and get a back-to-back buy signal. That is very interesting that it would flash a back-to-back buy signal like that. Okay, so I got in at 41,643. We'll set a take profit at 41,600 just to be on the safe side. And I'll move that up there so I can track this. If I need to reopen it, I'll reopen it. Come on. Well, I'll sit it there for now. But apparently it's trying to go up there for a second, so we'll have to see what happens. It looks like that is a weird back-to-back signal right there. But we'll see what happens with it. Um, we'll see what happens with it. And just to be on the safe side, we'll have to see what happens with that. But either way, this action here was definitely not expected. We are extremely extended on RSI right now, so I'd imagine some type of back test or correction, even if it's just to the 41,300 line, and then we attempt to go back up. But all of this action right here and so rapidly, as awesome as it is to see Bitcoin go up to the moon, doing it that fast, okay, without, you know, getting there, slowly, okay. When you go straight up like that, it overextends the MACD and the RSI, okay. So it may not be in the next, 20 minutes or 2 hours, but at some point, even if we were to go higher, okay, expect a correction at some point, whether it's to this 41,300 line, or we do something like this and we come down to retest this line again before coming back higher. Um, but it'll be real interesting to see how this plays out. Okay. Um, if we go and look at the 30-minute, RSI is still sitting at 71.8. If we go to the hourly, RSI is sitting at 72.2. Okay, if we go to our 4 hour, RSI is sitting at 70.8. If we go to the daily, RSI is sitting at 77.9. Okay, so we are extended big time. Okay, big time. Now, what's interesting is before all of this started, okay, um, we did form bullish divergence right here when we were down at that 30,000 level. And you can see that right here by the green dot. If we scroll out, the green line across is showing you that there was bullish divergence there, okay, on the macro level. So very interesting. And then, of course, this great indicator, Tux EMA, did flash a buy signal before all of this massive run got going. Okay. So we're just going to have to watch the action and see what happens. Again, I don't know how fast this will all play out, but again, expect some sort of a retracement, even if it's just a few $100s, right? Bitcoin has to cool off. Um, and it more than likely will. By how much? Who knows? Okay, it could start doing some sort of action like this before a cooling off period, um, like we have right here. Okay, um, but just as I told you guys, after this massive pump, that Bitcoin would correct because it put RSI up to 97. Okay, 97. So um, all of this action here was a matter of this happening too fast. Okay, all of this action here, this correction, was a matter of this happening too fast. I mean, all of this went down in a matter of minutes. Okay, it's like over $1 billion spent in minutes, like $1.5 billion. Um, Again, as great as everybody thinks that seems, that it raises the price, it is unhealthy and it causes Bitcoin to get overextended. Okay, so now that we've broken out of this, of course, nobody expected it to just rip right through this level right here without maybe a retest. Okay, and then coming higher, which is also what I expected. It's what the technicals were screaming. But as I told you, this symmetrical triangle would break down first, retest this upward, um, this macro uptrend before going higher, which it did. Um, so, but I mean, who who really could have expected a pump that fast, right? After days and days of just choppiness, choppiness, choppiness. Okay. So we'll just have to see where we go from here. Um, because this formation is already played out, we can obviously remove our symmetrical triangle and see what we have from here. Okay. Hopefully this buy signal goes nowhere for me. That would be in my best interest, right? What I probably should have did is waited for the signal to pop up on at least the half hour. Would have been better. Um, but in the short term, or excuse me, in the long term, it looks as though the momentum wave is going to come down for a little bit, even if it just barely comes down. That should hit my take profit target and let me out of that short. And some people might say, well, if we're pumping so crazy, why are you shorting? Well, let's look at here, Stunon. It doesn't matter how hard you pump Bitcoin, Bitcoin will correct. Okay. It's healthy for Bitcoin to have a pullback. Okay. So that's why you have this large pullback. You have one here. You have a small one here and here. You have one here. Okay. If you go to the front side of this bull run, okay, and we can turn off this indicator here for a second. If you go to the front side of this bull run, same thing. Okay, we have a correction here. We have a correction here. We had one up here, and then a couple more up in this area. Okay, if I pull down, you can see them. So even on the front side of a bull run, corrections happen. It is natural movement of the market. Okay, so just something to think about going forward. And so we did get 3 bounces off this line. We have one here. Here's your second one. Here's your third one. It took off. Now we have that macro downtrend line here. Okay, here was one for our short term. This is the one for the long term. This blue line you guys can see here. So it'll be interesting to see if we come down again to retest this red line and then attempt to test this. which I believe that blue line is pretty much right. Actually, the the 20-week moving average is right around 45,000. Okay, so we just have to see how high we go before eventually Bitcoin will meet some sort of resistance and correct. Okay, I say that again. It's not just going to keep pumping straight up. All right, at some point it'll meet a level of resistance and correct, even if it's only for a day or two or three. So just something for you guys to think about in the short term, okay? That it will uh, correct itself at some point. So watch that on the 15-minute. We'll just have to watch this momentum wave and see where this takes us. Okay, we've come back up to 41.8. Yeah, we'll just have to see where this takes us. Okay. It'll be real interesting going into the weekend to see what actually happens, right? We'll see what actually happens. If Bitcoin is going to turn and burn, or if we're going to come down a little bit more on our momentum wave before going back up again. And if we take a look over at Ethereum actually threw a sell signal as well. I don't know if it's on a higher time frame yet, which it is not. But Ethereum looks to be having a little bit of a correction as well. Has also started a downward momentum wave for now. RSI looks to be scooping up in like a cup pattern, so we'll have to just keep an eye out on that. Ethereum's RSI peaked out at 89.8 during this rapid run, and it looks to be trying to form a cup and handle on the 15-minute. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that and see where that goes in the immediate short term, of course. Take a look at Solana. Solana has obviously had a bigger correction on the 15-minute. It got as high as $33. So we'll just have to wait and see. Of course, if we take our trend, okay, it did break the trend. That's why we're going down, at least farther. We don't really have enough information to really kind of step out, a downward trending line yet. Do I think it's a bull trap? 20K BTC still in play. Anything is still in play at this point, right? A 50K Bitcoin is in play just as much as a 20 to 25K Bitcoin. We're the bears nor the bulls are out of the water yet, and the reason why I say that is we're sitting in a really neutral zone. And what I mean by that is if we look at our levels here, okay, we are slightly above where we were back here. Okay, right here we just kissed this zone. We didn't go in it. Right here we're actually in it. Okay, but we're only $500 above where we got to here. Of course, we made it 1,000 above, but Bitcoin did cool off from 40 to 4 down to 41.8. So we just have to see where this is going again before it has some sort of correction. Okay. Um, and it might not be instant, right? It could chop around a little bit and then correct a little bit, okay, before going higher and maybe retesting this line. We just have to see where we go. It could always roll over to retest this trend line, okay? We just have to see as we get more data, okay? But anything could happen. I mean, for instance, if these lockdowns do come, what does that mean, right? These lockdowns could potentially affect markets, and all it would take is for the S&P or any other market to pull back, let's say 5%, and if it did, well, Bitcoin's going to plummet. So we just have to wait and see as we get more data. Okay. But in the current state we're in, there's just not enough there's not enough data to suggest um, if we're going to push up to test this line or go through it, right? And 45 to 48 is the next target. Or if we're going to come back and retest this macro uptrend line before going any higher, okay? Which that would put a retest at about 40,000. And that's not much of a pullback, right? It's only $1,800. It's not much of a pullback. Um, or who knows, right? Whales could always dump. We don't know, okay? They could always dump. So we just have to wait and see, right? They could always dump, take profits, and then accumulate more after the dump, right? After they cause panic. You know, sell at 41 and buy back in at 35. So we just have to wait and see what data we get here. Turn on a little bit of my gaming music for a little bit. So we just have to wait and see where this gets us. Okay. It would be nice if this next candle pushed down for me. I could really use that right now. But we actually just got a green dot on the 15-minute, which is not necessarily good for me. That is not a good thing for me. Huh. Now, part of me wants to stay in this trade, but another part of me is like, how about this? Just in case. Just in case it does try to make a run on me. Oh, cancel that. Just in case price does try to run up on me. Gosh, this freaking thing here is a headache when I'm trying to draw my trend lines out. Okay. So just have to wait and see where we go. Come on, baby. Push down, baby. Push down. Yeah, no problem. No problem. And if you have any other questions, you can always ask, right? You can always ask. And again, you know, I apologize. I wasn't live earlier so that you guys could have gotten in on that on this crazy pump. I I don't know what else to say. I mean, even though the buy indicator was there, okay, there was nothing to suggest it was going to run this high, okay? I figured maybe it would stop somewhere in here, okay? Or, you know, or at least maybe in this region. And before correcting and retesting this line again, or at least testing this kind of line of support right here, but it didn't, right? It didn't. So it's my fault for not seeing that. And I apologize to you guys that, you know, I mean, was I right about all of this action here? Of course. And of course, did I say that we could come up after retesting this upward line of this upward trend line? Yes, but again, I'm sorry, it was something I didn't see. Really apologize. Yeah, thanks, Chase. Thank you. Watch a few times, you do good. Seem to be in a YouTube world minority that there is a good chance. It could have. It's got a lot of things fighting against it outside of cryptocurrency space, right? You have whales trying to manipulate the price. You have our U.S. and global economies on the verge of a great reset. We're on the verge of a possible lockdown, right? There's so many things that are that are potentially going against price action right now. So it's just really hard to say, right? It's just really hard to say. But nothing nothing has impressed me as of yet, and on the bigger time frames, right? Because we've seen this before, okay? Where we come down through all the EMAs, then we come up to retest, and we either break it or we get denied and plummet back down, okay? So it's decision time. It either needs to break the EMA. If it gets denied, it's going to correct, okay? It'll be a correction, right? We could always come up here and some whales decide to take profits and plummet the price. Okay, we could get up here. We could get up here. And everybody thinking, oh, we run into 100K, and then some whale sells off and dumps the price. And it'll make all this work for nothing. So we just kind of have to just wait and see. Now, I may need to, excuse me, let me take this off. I may need to maybe modify my zone a little bit. I have it set for 17 September in the zone. This was supposed to be to October 1st. So we just have to wait and see what happens. Hey, Roy, what's going on? Hey, you could be right. Advanced, it could go out to December and then plummet from there. But again, if our market bubble pops before then, well, Bitcoin will be pulling out prematurely. No pun intended. So we just kind of have to wait and see what goes down, you know? I could have swore one of these had like some Mario jams on it. Hubris, what's going on? Break what line yet, Hubris? The macro downtrend line? No, we're close to it. We've broken into this upward zone of that 41.3 to 42,000 or 43,000 resistance. Now, will it just come off the bottom and then go up? Okay. Will we come back down to this trend line one more time before going up? We'll have to wait and see. But this, and I'll have to go down to the smaller time frames to show you guys that that just came in. Okay. This spike straight north like this has overextended the RSI. Right? It has heavily overextended the RSI. So we just have to wait and see what happens there. Okay. I mean, it's even overextended the daily RSI for the first time since way back here somewhere. Okay. It's been months since the daily RSI has been stretched like that. So again, we just have to wait and see, right? Oh, did another sell signal pop up in a 15-minute? It did. What's going on down here? Let me check the momentum. Oh, crap. A red dot right after the green dot on the momentum wave. Interesting. Okay. That is interesting. So we had a green light, red light. Come on, I just need you to just come down and just... What's this at 623? Almost right. We're right there. I just need a candle to just come down and kiss it. Let me out of this trade. Yeah, just be very careful. Translate for us newbies. Okay, translate what? What do you need me to translate, buddy? Come on, just come down to 623. Just come down to 623 and let me out of my trade. Come on now. Don't be a meanie. Don't be a meanie. Let me out of my short. Again, that's my fault. I should have waited for it to pop up on the 30-minute or the hour. Just like, see this buy signal right here before all this upward debacle started. You can see this buy signal, okay? Now, if you go up to the 30-minute, it was there. You can see it. You go up to the 45-minute, you can see it. If you go all the way up to the 4-hour, you can see it. Okay, so it popped up. I just, again, I got caught off guard on it, and it's nobody's fault but mine. Now these last few, ever since that pump, okay, see, all of this crap was whale action. This little tiny chopping, this is retail action. Okay, that's retail movement. When whales buy or dump, you know, because they make huge candles like this one. Okay, so you see all this choppiness here, right? This is all retail investor action all the way through. Okay, that's what retail movement in the market looks like. Yeah, AC5 12. It was, I'm in a trade. It flashed a sell signal and I jumped the gun on it. So that was my fault. See, look at there. The sell signal just went away. It's Tux EMA scalper. Any market cipher tutorials you recommend? I don't know if they. I mean, you could check to see if CryptoPicks gives tutorials. I mean, maybe one day I could show you guys how to read the charts, but it's not as simple as trying to explain in like one live session. Like that's something that would have to be like broken down into multiple sessions. Jeez, it literally got 20 bucks away from letting me out of that trade. You gotta be kidding me. That was it. Just 20 bucks. It was 20 bucks away from letting me out of the trade. Come on now. Just come on down. Just come on down. I can draw my line on here. 623. So about right here is where it needs to come to let me out of that trade and profit. And then right here is my stop loss. So hopefully the bots don't go stop loss hunting, because they'll take me out. Advanced, it looks like market cipher, but this is Fu Manchu. It looks very similar, I know. But market cipher's got a little bit more stuff going on to it. I wish I would have caught this right here though, man. That would have been like a $10,000 trade for me. Ah. Yeah, it does. I had somebody ask me earlier in one of my videos that they were like, "Hey, where's your wick off distribution that you had?" I'm like, I don't have any wick off distribution or redistribution. Wickoff made that. What I did is expose that there were influencers not showing you guys the whole thing. They were only showing you parts of it. And according to what they were showing you, we were supposed to go to the moon. We were supposed to go to the moon way back here, right? They had us going to 50K way back here. But they weren't showing you guys the full thing. That's why I made the video exposing that you guys weren't being shown the whole thing. And what kind of music is this? What is this? I just need that price to come on back down. Just come down and just kiss it for me. I do. Yeah, of course I still believe in my theory. I mean, look, this is the thing, guys. This pump doesn't change my theory. Okay? Even if we went upwards for the next 4, 5, 6 months, as long as we come down and retest the base of the mountain, why would I not believe in my theory? What, because a what? $3,000 pump? I'm not going to change my theory because of a $3,000 pump. Now, if Bitcoin went on some parabolic run to like 300K, then of course, yeah, then it would make my theory inaccurate. Look, this is the thing with theories, right? A theory is designed to be put to the test. A theory is designed for someone else to be able to come along and either improve it or disprove it. Okay. And if they can't disprove it, then they add research to the theory as to why it's further validated. As of right now, there is zero evidence to refute my theory. A lot of your coins out there already have hit their mountain bases. Some have come just very close to it. So you just have to think of it like that. Like I'm not gonna, yes, the mountaintop theory. Like I'm not gonna come off of it just because Bitcoin went up $3,000. I don't care if it went back to 60. Still wouldn't come off my theory. Because that could happen every run, right? Let's say it touches in this run, and in the very next run, Bitcoin goes to 200K, 300K. I might have people ask me the same thing. Hey, you think your theory still valid? Well, if it was validated in this run, the run before it, the run before it, of course, I'm going to stick with it until it's disproven. Now, it may be disproven someday. But as of right now, there's no data to refute it. I hope that makes sense. And no, I'm not like BitBoy, right? I'm not gonna come up with some excuse as to why. If my theory gets disproven, I will make a video and give a big apology to you guys, explaining, like a man should, that my theory has now been disproven. Because you guys deserve the truth on this channel. That's one thing you're always gonna get from me. Oh yes, I think it just let me out. Yes. Oh, what the hell? Close the trade. It hit 622. How am I not out of my trade? There we go. All right, we got out of it by the skin on our teeth. Oh man. And it went down to my original level anyway, which was 41.6 flat-ish. Son of a biscuit. I wasn't going to walk away $183 in the negative. Screw that. Hey, sometimes you got to hang in there, right? It's just like my theory. I mean, look. For those who haven't, let me see. It's okay. This is the first Bitcoin one. Okay. So if you look at the 17-18 bull run right here, you see phase E of previous macro accumulation. You have your date cross. That gives you your base of the mountain. Okay. Months later, here was the retest. Okay. So it doesn't always happen right away. Okay. And then in May 19, that euphoria pump of 19, we have another base. It goes up for several months and then boom, crosses the base. So now we have this one here. As of right now, yeah, price could run up, but there's nothing right now in the data suggesting that it won't make it there. Okay. And if we look at Ethereum, same thing with Ethereum. 2017, 2018 run, we have our date, we have our phase that gives us our base. It goes up, comes down, retest. And then it had another euphoria pump, still came down and retested. So now we are here. The base of the mountain for Ethereum is at $1,008. Okay. We look at XRP, 2017, 2018. Had that ridiculous pump. Look how far it went way up here and still came down and retested the base of the mountain, which is the blue line. The red line is for this bull run. Okay. Had a euphoria pump, still came back down, retested the base of the mountain. Had another one, still came down, retested the base of the mountain. Right here, came up, still came down, retested the base of the mountain. Okay. Now, for this bull run, the base of the mountain for XRP is 48 cents. So I don't know if it came as low as 48. Oh, wow, it's still dumping. It dumped another 150 bucks that quick? Son of a biscuit. Oh, guys, you know how much money I would have been in if I was still in that trade? I'd be up like 500 bucks right now. No shit. I'd be up like 500 bucks. Let's see if that signal has popped up on the 30-minute. It has not. And we're still dumping. We're still dumping and dumping and dumping and dumping. That is a whale dumping. Boom. What did I tell you guys? What did I say? We probably come down and retest this line. And I mean kissed it. Like, look, kissed it. Live. You got to see that live, guys. Mystic Rick knows a little bit of what I'm talking about here. Just a little bit. That was a whale dump, guys. Matter of fact, we can go down to the 3-minute and look. You see that huge candle on the 3-minute? That was a whale dump. Matter of fact, I'll tell you exactly how much they sold. They dumped $76 million worth of Bitcoin. They dumped 76 million. Hey, did I not call that to a T? I said we'll come down and at least test the bottom of this zone. And now we're going, whoa, wow, it is dumping. Wow, it is dumping, guys. Dump. Now that doesn't mean go running in a short, okay? That's on the 3-minute time frame. The 30-minute has still not flashed a sell signal on the tucks, okay? So I wouldn't go FOMOing into this dumpiness that you're catching live. Hey, what did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? You cannot have parabolic runs straight north without some sort of a recorrection. You can't. Because look at what it did to RSI. It overextended RSI. It overextended the momentum. Okay? And think of people whose money was trapped in these zones who are like, well, shit, I'm back in a profit. I'm going to dump because I don't want to, get caught with my pants down and Bitcoin takes another shit on me. And my wife makes me sleep on the couch. Now what'll be interesting is when this good grief. This song is just like go away. There we go. Got any Mario fans in there? Well, I still got a couch. But it was the same thing over here. And so many people doubted me. I had some people unsubscribe because they're like, you're wrong. We're not going to have a correction. Listen here, Stunan. RSI was at 95.3 over here. Okay. 95.3 on the 30-minute. And what happened just hours later? Boom. A big correction. Now, there were a couple plays here, right? If you missed this buy, you could have caught this short, got out of your short here, possibly went into a long, rode it up, okay? Maybe stayed in here, and then if you would have caught this, it would have been lovely. Now, as of right now, we do not have a confirmation on this downward movement. Okay, not on the 30-minute, and if it's not on the 30-minute, it's not on any higher time frame yet, right? So we can go up just to show you. Okay, see, there's no sell signal on the hour, there's none on the 2-hour, and there's not enough data on the 4-hour yet. Okay, but I want you guys to see how good this indicator is. Yes, at times it may throw a false positive at times. Okay, but look here, told you to buy here. So you could have got in at 39.2, rode it up to 42. Told you to sell here, which it did dump a little bit. Now let's go all the way down to this mega pump we had. Ah, look at this. Even on the 4-hour, it said, buy, motherfucker, buy. Right here, it said, dump, 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 dump. Okay, this was your false positive. But hey, guess what? If you would have went long and then it says sell, okay, even if the sell would have lasted one candle, you still would have broke even, getting out the trade, going back short. Too easy. Too easy. Right? Look at right here. Before this dump, the 4-hour threw a sell signal. And if it's on the 4-hour, this is what I'm trying to understand. If it's on a higher time frame, okay, if it's on a higher time frame, then it's on all of your lower time frames. Okay. But if it's on a lower time frame, it doesn't mean that it's on the higher time frames. Does that make sense for everybody? Just type yes in the chat if it does. Now, that big dump where we did come up here for this outlier, right? This outlier right here, it did tell you dump incoming, dump. Then we had a false positive, and then it told you again, mega dump coming. And what happened? Mega dump. Down here for this pump, it told you, big pump incoming on the 4-hour. Nathan, what's going on? How you doing? How's you doing? Now again, you could have drawn a trend line here, right? Remember I teach you guys your you could have even drawn it right here, right? You could have stepped it out here, could have stepped it out here. Okay. Either way, you got your confirmation, price is coming down. Okay. Or just to be on the safe side, like, hey, you really want to make sure it's a dump, right? Boom, there you go. Letting price step out some and adjusting your trend line. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And adjusting your trend line, okay, gives you space for whatever psychological comfort you need for that specific entry, okay? Now, just because it breaks does not mean it's going to be long, right? It could break your trend, okay, and then turn around and say, this is Bitcoin, right? Okay. And then kick your trade down the hole. Got anybody overseas online right now? If you are, shouldn't you be asleep? Shouldn't you be asleep dreaming about the sheep jumping over the fence? Australia. Good day, mate. Think I might have told you my track coach is from Australia. And I have a couple great friends that I went to Purdue with. They were studying abroad at Purdue, and they're back over there now. One of them, his uncle was like um, the right hand man to the prime minister back then. His name's Elliot Costello. Yes, he was one of your great champions. His name's Rodney Zuderwick. You can look him up. He represented Australia on your national team. And he's a legend here in the U.S. Matter of fact, my teammate Kara Patterson, which she got married, it's Kara Winger now. She's made the 2008 Olympics to 2012 Olympics to 2016 Olympics, and she made this Olympics, javelin. And um, he trained her, and then at one point she was American record holder, and then the American record before her, he trained her too. So um, he has more than 50 All Americans under his belt, and he has more than the athletes that he has trained have won at least 50 gold medals on the NCAA level. Yeah, I'll show you a picture of me running at Purdue. Getting late, but I don't mind. Getting late, I don't mind. That was one of the. This is Lindsey Blaine, another javelin thrower who was NCAA champ, and he trained her too. Coach Rodney's a beast. Hey, they just have so many other pictures of me now. But that's my profile pic at Purdue. Hurdles, Roy. Hurdles. That was me during my ring days. This is me rolling around with one of the top black belts in Canada a couple years ago. He's a great guy. He actually just finished his PhD. And it's me and him talking to Master Carlos Machado. So, um, but yeah, yeah. Um, hey, what happened to the music? This is thought it'd have a picture here. Maybe it's no picture. Got no picture. Yep, this Kara right here. So she's over there in Tokyo right now. Representing us well. Representing the Purdue Nation. See how price just got down there and stalled, right? Because that was whale action. You guys saw it live, how fast that dumped. I do not. I do not go above 5 to 10. There's no point, really. Oh, high jumper, nice. Yep, so no signal yet on the 30-minute. So we go back down to 15-minute. It's looking like it might be getting ready to kind of cap off on the 15-minute time frame. We can look at the MACD doesn't look like it's bottomed out yet, just yet. So we'll have to see. And this exchange, Prime XBT, it's normally running about 50 to 70. I've seen as much as $50 to $75 lower in price than Bybit. So like this right here, this trading view is tracking Bybit. We are not listening to you, Will. I am. The S&P closed in the red. Closed down 0.54%. And this right here, okay, is what, is what caused this. Begs to differ if it'll keep correcting after setting these crazy all-time highs, man. But right now, it looks like it's sitting on possible bullish divergence right now, at least on the 15-minute time frame. But what did I tell you guys? After a W becomes an M. Yeah, it did. Amazon got hammered. Gold got hammered. Tesla actually pumped. And see, this is the thing about altcoins, right? When Bitcoin makes a massive run like this, altcoins don't necessarily make the same massive run. Okay? But when Bitcoin dumps, because Bitcoin can recover faster than alts can, and it can dump faster than alt cans. But percentage-wise, Bitcoin may only fall, let's say, 5%, right? But altcoins will dump 10, 15, 20, 25%. So if Bitcoin were to have a correction right now back to, let's say, anywhere in the 38 range or 37 or 36, it'll snatch coins like Solana from 32 bucks down to like 26, right? It'll snatch ETH back down to like $2,200. Yep.
It's time to reunite with your favorite people. Recharge on a relaxing getaway, rediscover a sense of adventure, and reignite your love for travel. Radisson
So
Hotels
it's coming down again.
reconnect to all the things you've missed at our
So
600
that was a solid sell signal. I mean, you guys saw it flash. It flashed and started dumping.
Tap the banner to connect with
So this buy signal was basically like a false positive.
enjoy.
Okay, the buy signal was the false positive. Just played this song. Just played this. Because as you can see, all this action right here, it didn't flash anything. Now, if you go down to like the 1 minute, yes, it would. But on the 15 minute, before all of this, last sign you got was this buy before the massive run. The sell was a false positive. Okay, this buy was meh. This sell was good. This buy was a false positive. This sell was a false positive. This buy was a false positive. This was a legit sell, legit sell, legit buy, legit sell, legit buy, but it only lasted 2 candles, legit sell. Joseph, hey, what's going on? You trade stocks or just crypto? I had stocks for a while. I had a couple actually. Um, I had stocks in Cigna. I had stocks in Arcimoto, which is another electric car company. Hey, happy birthday! Happy birthday! I hope you're blessed with many, many more years, Joseph. Last call outs. This massive run was caused by whales. Okay, but running straight up like this instead of staggering up like we supposed to. Okay, it overextended the RSI. Okay, as much as everybody wants to see Bitcoin run to the moon, going straight up like this overextends RSI. But again, what did I tell you guys would happen, right? Our symmetrical triangle was right here, okay? And what did I tell you guys would happen? That it would break down before going up. And it did. It didn't break down, you know, but what, $1,000? However, I thought it'd go farther, right? Maybe 36. But it came right to that macro uptrend line I drew you. It kissed right off of it, rode it a little bit, and then took off to the moon. No. The only thing I could apologize for is not being able to hop on and see all of this and tell you guys, you know. And so what we're seeing here right now is possible correction because we went up too freaking fast. I mean, we overextended RSI to a level we hadn't seen in months on higher time frames. Okay? On the 15-minute, RSI got as high as 94.9. Okay? 94.9. Yep, they're spitting cobra. Well, it's actually what played out already was actually a Chinese trumpet. Let me see here. But yeah, even on the daily, right? The daily is sitting at 77.7. We haven't seen daily RSI at 77.7 since the front side of the bull run. Okay? Since the front side of the bull run. Right in here. I'll draw the line the last time RSI was at that level. I'll draw a straight vertical line for you. Actually, it got to 85.9. Okay? Now, look what happened from RSI getting that high on the daily time frame. What happened? Had a correction, right? Right? We had a correction. We had a pullback from $57,422 down to 43,000. So it pulled back. Um, it pulled back 57. So it pulled back $14,000 from 57,000 onto 43,000. Think about that. It pulled back $14,000 over the course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Dump City, right? Dump City. Now you want to know what's interesting? Even on the daily, before we had the heinous historic dump, what do you see there on the Tux EMA scalper? Even out on the daily, sell, false buy, false buy. But it told you 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Yes, the stock market is going through what's called a melt up. Yes, you are exactly right. And melt ups end with big ass crashes. Yes, a melt up is a real thing in stock market. It is a rare thing, but after it happens, there's a great reset. So look at the S&P, right? I'll zoom out so you can see what she means by melt up. See how we've just been going just straight vertical, okay? It can't sustain this long before a massive correction. Okay? That is not health. This is not healthy. So eventually it'll have a pullback. Okay? Now if we go, I don't know if it has 2008 on here. Yep. So in 2008, we would come down, of course, right? But I mean, look, see, this is normal movement, right? And then we get to here, and then it just goes straight up. This is not healthy. At some point, we will have a retest, okay? At some point, whether it's in the future, at some point, we will have a retest of at least 4,000 and possibly down to 3,700. Melt ups don't last forever. It's not sustainable. Okay? It's not sustainable. Yep. The indicator's called the Tux EMA scalper. And when it falls, oh, trust me, Bitcoin's going with it. Let's say the melt up ended right now, right? Let's say the melt up ended right now, okay? Let's say we came down to at least 3,700, right? We cooled off to 3,700. Well, that would be a 15% drop. Do you know how bad of a drop that'd be for Bitcoin? It would be devastating for Bitcoin. Devastating. Okay? Just throwing it out there. Okay? Just throwing it out there.
Love the taste of real milk, but not how it makes you feel. Lactate is 100% real milk, just without the lactose that can cause discomfort. Sounds delicious. Mabel, can you say mmm? Close enough. Lactate. Try telling our farmers it isn't real milk.
Yeah, Big Daddy. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, and I'm sorry you lost money, but there was nothing to be able to predict. You know, whales deciding to step in and just run the price straight vertical on you like this. Okay. A lot of people were in shorts. Ryan Mata was in a short at 40,400, I think. His short was somewhere in here. And I don't know if he ran a stop loss or not, so I don't know. I mean, if he ran a stop loss, he got wicked out unless he took profits down here. And just as much as Wells ran it up, Big Daddy, I showed everybody here down on the 3-minute time frame. You had Wells step right in and dump it again. Right? $79 million in less than 3 minutes. Boom. Just like that. Hey Darnell, what's going on? Yeah, he did. He did have a long open. So if he lost on one, he still made out in the other one. Yeah, there's 0 traders out there that win every time. So people that are new to it, that's something I want you to understand. I spoke on it the other day. Every single trader will lose at some point, if not frequently, right? Kite Crypto's one of the best in the game, and he'll tell you himself, he gets wrecked all the time. But it's how you recover, right? Don't just keep running into stupid trades, right? If you were in a short down here for whatever reason, there is nothing in the indication showing that this large of a pump was coming, okay? So if you got wrecked, I feel for you, I really do. But don't beat yourself up over it, okay? But if you had Tuck's EMA scalper, okay, on the 30-minute time frame, on the hourly time frame, on the 2-hourly time frame, on the 3-hourly time frame, on the 4-hourly time frame, it threw that buy signal. Okay? So you could have at least rode it up $3,000. And remember, if the signal is on a higher time frame, it's on all the lowers. But just because it's on a lower doesn't mean it's on the higher. The higher time frames give you more of a confirmation, right? Just like how you don't see any signals up here in the 30-minute. So there's not going to be any on the time frames higher than 30-minute. But if you come down here to the 15-minute, it has signals. Okay, it threw a sell, buy, sell. The buy was a false positive. And those are going to be on everything smaller. Okay. So this is a five-minute scalp. 5-minute scalp is going to throw lots of signals. Okay, but even here, it didn't throw anything here on 5-minute. But it did throw a buy signal right here before it all started. Okay. So hope that makes sense to everybody. Nice. Well, welcome to the crypto community. Yep, you'll get it all back. You'll get it all back. Just keep at it, right? Just keep at it. Don't give up. Don't give up. Just keep at it. When should we expect a massive dump? Anything can happen at this point. We could run to 50K and we could dump to 25K. I mean, we're dealing with a lot right now, not in just the crypto space, in our economy. Look at the news about Binance. Binance is now being shut out of Malaysia. They've been given a window of time to close down their operations. Now, not Binance the crypto, but Binance the exchange. Yep, I do not short or long those altcoins. I just don't. I stay away from them. I stay away from them. Yeah, yeah, I did. Shit, did you see how much Crypto Blades got beat up? I mean, Crypto Blades got beat the hell up. Like bad. It went from 180 bucks to 54 bucks. I mean, just wham bam, thank you ma'am. But I mean, if you got in at 78 cents, you're still balling at $54. Yeah, Crypto Blades got beat the hell up. Anarchy got beat up. Not as bad as Crypto Blades, but Anarchy did get beat up. Yeah, yeah. Crypto Blades took a beating. Farm is pumping to the effing moon. There's only 690,000 or supply, right? 594,000 in circulation. That's why the price is that high. It's not that many of them. I just don't like the fact that his whole chart is red. I mean, you're balling if you bought it at $76 though, or 70 bucks, or in here at 45 in June. Wow, you could have got it for 45 in June. That's nuts. Now that's a profit. I'll tell you another one that's been creeping back up. What the hell? Um, well, that's weird. Why? What? What is going on with? Why is it throwing a firewall for me to search? Uh, what? Well, that's the thing. I haven't downloaded anything. Malware bites, man. It gets on my nerves sometimes. It's cool. Just go down here and look. Radium's doing well. Radium's up 12.2% for the week. Audius is down, but it's still a good token. Oxygen is a great token. Um, Kin is an up and coming, but there's a lot of them. There's 26 billion, or excuse me, yes, it's 26 billion in circulation. Ramp is a good project. Ramp only has 37 million. No, I was right. 368 million Ramp, and Ramp is only 19 cents. So these are all Solana's. Solanium is creeping back up. It's up 31% for the week. There's only 31 million in circulation, 100 million max supply. So I bought back in at 15 cents. You can also stake the Slim to earn X Slim. You can get it on Serum, MEXC Exchange, and Gate.io. And they have their different pools right now that are up and running. What I'm trying to do is come up with enough to get another Star Atlas poster. That's what I want. I want this one. Discovery Virus. It's 114. I want to get that meta poster. This one's going for 114. So as you can see, I do own some, right? Would never lie to you guys. I own the Armstrong Forever and the Heart of Star Atlas. They both started at $64. This one is now $89, and the other one is now $481. Let's get it. Go look at my video freaking yesterday. It was like 170 bucks just yesterday. Holy shit. I don't know, Big Daddy. It just depends on if one of these retard whales decides to step back in. Wow. The Armstrong Forever went up 300 bucks in one day. Boom shakalaka. Hey, I made a video telling you guys to buy it before it ran out. They had a total of 100,000 for people to buy, but you had to buy it before the 7-day sale period ran out. Anything that didn't get purchased before the 7-day sale period ran out, they burned them forever. So there's only 2006 of these in the world. Okay, some of these meta posters, there's only like 4 or 5 in the world. Like this one right here. There's 4 in the world. And obviously nobody's selling it right now. So, and trust me, you don't want to know what the price tag on that thing is. It's something nuts. It's like $100,000. And then if you had all 13, if you had all 13, then you got this one, which is 4 in the world. So that means there are only 4 people in the whole world that had all of the posters. Okay, their collection is worth over $500,000. And it'll go up. It'll go up. But yes, for right now, you can get the first one. It went from 64 to 114. There's 10,561 in the world. I also wanted this one, the Convergence War, but it's $952 now. Shit. But that's cool. I like the back of it too. Would you guys like to see what these do? Right? Does anybody have their phone up? I'll give you an example of what they do. Open up your QR code things. Give you a quick glimpse of what these meta posters do. You ready? Scan that real quick. Leave it up 15 more seconds. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So anyone who did get to scan it, you're going to see all sorts of awesomeness. Telling you, if you guys only knew how much money they are putting behind this game to make it the top crypto game, period. Period. When I say period, I mean period. And they do have a and it shows you here, right? If you get all the posters in for tier 0, you just need one poster. Okay? So you'll get ship rewards, you get mining claim starter package, and then if you get all of tier 1, then you'll get the Pierce X5 car, you get the exclusive spacer skin, you get pet rewards, a larger mining claims package, and then a pilot license and principals badge. And then if you tier 2, you become an officer, you get the Opal jet, the black on black skin for the jet. You get crew rewards, a 3x mining claims package, and that mining is for like to be able to mine metals and all sorts of minerals and things like that you'll use to build stuff like a ship. And then if you build a ship, you can sell that ship on the marketplace. Then you get the VIP permit and officer's badge. Tier 3, you get the Vasus Opod, and then skins for it. You get a ship emote for whatever that is. You get more crew rewards and an 18x mining rate. 18x. Probably make a ship in like a week. If you're tier 4 and you're captain, you get the Fimble BIOS Packlight. And of course, if you have tier 4, you obviously have everything from all the tiers below it. Then you get a second ship reward. You get the Ogrica Thripod or Thripid, and then you get a 55x mining rate. And then you get a trading deck, and then you get a faction meta pass and a captain's badge. If you had all of them, which obviously there's only 4 people in the world who have all of them, you get the Calico Guardian. Your second ship rewards, you get the Calico Compact Hero, a 200x mining rate, a Council Meta Pass, which is a Prime Atlassian slip, an Executive Badge, plus poster number 14, and an exclusive mini film. That is awesome. And if you bought the Armstrong Forever, it gives you a faction passport, meaning that you have the rights to join a faction off the bat. Oh, are we getting dumpy again? Are we gonna get dumpy again? Are we gonna get dumpy again? Still no sell signal yet on the 30-minute. Yeah, whale atlas. Yep, yep. Please, guys, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You all are awesome. Need to get my battle wave playing on. I need to play some battle wave. But I don't have any money to just be spending a dump on them LP tokens because you gotta have the LP tokens in order to play and start earning money. No, Chico, I missed this. Well, who knows? Something, I feel like this upward trend line is a magnet right now. Okay, we've tested it 3 times on the way up. Okay, you guys see that? There's once, there's twice, 3 times a charm. This fourth time gonna be the lady, right? I mean, yeah, it could keep going up, um, Chaco, but it's not gonna go up much farther without some sort of retracement. Okay, every indicator is heavily overextended. I mean, this is the thing. A gut feeling is one thing, right? Of course. But this was all whale action. That's not retail. Okay. That's why it overextended all the indicators. And because we went up too fast, it is calling for a correction. Doesn't mean it'll be a deep correction, but what happened right here? And I told you that. We went up too fast, and so we were going to have a correction. We pulled back a couple $1,000s. $3,000 to be exact. Yeah, but that's the thing. They can also dump it on you just as quick as they can extend it. So you have to remember what works to the upside also works to the downside. And I'm not a bear and I'm not a bull. I'm for what's right, right? But again, your indicators can't not account for a whale deciding to do something like that, or like that. Okay? No matter what kind of indicator you use, it no matter what kind of knowledge you have. Even if it flashes a buy signal, it's not a buy signal for an astronomical pump, right? The buy signal is stating that the momentum is going to the upside. Hey Joey, what's going on? If I get the signal, then I'll go for it. Right now, there's no signal saying 47K is coming before coming a little bit lower, or possibly maybe we go higher and then have a correction. But but Why just blindly set a trade and throw a stop loss, okay, and then I get wicked out of my trade? A stop loss still means you're losing money. It's an open space right now, okay? Even if this does happen to become support, it's not support yet. There's nothing indicating to go long or go short from here, okay? Price is sitting in open space. Now, if it comes back to this line and starts to ride it again, then that lets me know that this upward trend is an upward trending line of support. I didn't say I expect a 19K BTC no more than I say I expect a 50 to 60K BTC. If it doesn't come, it doesn't come. But what I'm saying is I'm not going to scream on this channel for people to go running into a trade when price is sitting in open space. That's what I'm saying. And what did I tell you yesterday before we went up? What did I tell you? We had this symmetrical triangle. And what did I say? Price would break down and retest this line before attempting to go up. And that is exactly what happened. Price went down, retested this line before going up. But I also have a life too, right? I'm not always home. So I missed all this action. I mean, go watch the video. It did exactly what I said it would do. Okay. After we had our symmetrical triangle, okay, I told you price wouldn't reach the end of it and fill the void. And I said direction of breakdown was likely. And because we had previous touches of this macro trend line, that this would be the at least the first place it retests. I said we could go lower, but it's not as likely as retesting this line and then going up. It's exactly what happened. Okay. What I'm trying to get you to understand is this was not natural flow of the market. That was whale action. Okay. This is natural flow of the market. You know, an indicator can't account for somebody deciding to drop $500 million or $1 billion all in less than a couple minutes, right? But again, you start missing a trade, you don't just go, you know, blindly trying to trace it or chase it, right? Because anybody trying to chase this, it could have easily said, nope, gonna come back down. Okay. Just like anybody that's still been, trying to chase it up here. Okay. This was not the time to chase the trade because it is correcting. Even if it's just a small correction to retest this area, but there's no support there yet. So we have to see if it builds support there first. Okay. If it starts to ride it like this, okay, then it lets me know, okay, it has found support there. And then it's, to the next target. Hope that makes sense. Hey, M. Chase, thank you for coming in. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Chaco, when they run price up like that, it is not healthy for the market because it's not what's desired by the market. Okay, that's why if you have a macro downtrend, that's the desired direction of the overall market. Do you ask yourself this question? Do you honestly think that people who are stuck in dumb money range, okay, or whales who are still wanting to get in or accumulate more are going to let the price run up to 300K right now? No, they won't. You know why? Because if I'm a whale and I want to buy more, why would I let it run to 300K before I try to buy more? You know what I'm going to do? I might let it get to 45 or 50, dump $1 billion worth of my Bitcoin to force the price to run down. And of course, that big of a dump is going to cause panic selling, cause and effect. And then after the price goes down, guess what? I can buy more Bitcoin and have profit. Yeah, it can go either way, right? There's whales out there big enough, they could literally dump the price all the way down to $10,000 if they wanted to. You got to think there's some entities out there with over 100,000 Bitcoins, okay? With over 100,000 Bitcoins. And let's say we were going to have a global reset, right? I'll tell you how much that is, right? If you just take 100,000 Bitcoins, okay? It's $4 billion, which means that they could drop the price 40% on their own. So, yeah, one entity like that decided to just sell all their stuff to hedge against, you know, having their main product or service or stock crash on them, could bring price down to 24,000. Now, it's unhealthy because a fast dump like that is going to be a fast pump in the other direction. Well, that's the thing. Yes, you can try to swim with them, but trying to swim with them and trying to decide what they're going to do is two totally different things. I am not going to hedge myself against what they might do or might not do. I'm going to go with what I know because that's what works. And you have to do what works for you. If jumping into a long right now works for you and running a stop loss, then that's what you do. What I'm saying is, I preach on this channel the basics because the basics always work 9 times out of 10 if you listen to the basics. When you start trying to take on other people's strategies, when you start trying to take on other things that don't work for you, then that's when you get into a world of mess. Okay? You know what's got me into a world of mess in the past? Blindly jumping into trades. If it goes up, so what? This is trading. You don't miss out just because price is going up. You make money when price comes down too. That's the beauty of trading versus just purchasing crypto. When you purchase crypto, price goes down, well, you're losing money. But in trading, right, you can make money on the way up, you can make money on the way down. Well, hey, if you caught the trade early and you trailed your stop loss behind it, that's fine. Okay? But someone who is not in this trade already would be blindly running into it. Hubris, what's going on August 8th to the 22nd? There's something I'm missing there. August 8th to the 22nd. All right, guys. Well, it's getting late on my time, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for coming tonight. Thanks for hitting that like button. If you've subscribed, thank you for hitting that subscribe button. I'm definitely trying to grow this channel, and hopefully you guys like the honesty I bring to this channel. I try to be as accurate on my TA as I can. There are gonna be some times where, hey, we're just human. I can't accumulate for what someone else is gonna do when somebody decides to drop $500 million, right? But thank you so much for your support. I love you all, and I cherish every last one of your opinions and your advice, words of wisdom. And remember, as I always told you, no matter what's going on in the world, somebody loves you. And no matter what you're going through, always remember somebody in the world is doing a lot worse than you are. And knowing that gives you a reason to be grateful, no matter how your situation's going. Love you all, and have a good one.